So, hello everybody. I know I've been MIA for the last couple of days, but hey, it's been really hectic because one, I tried to go in, record, edit, put it on here. That's not working for me. So, I'm not going to go and redo what I've already done. I'm just going to pick up where we left off at, and once I get to the appropriate person to help me with that, that's when I will go. Um, I'm sorry. That's when I will um, post it up. But if I keep hindering myself from what I'm trying to do, I'll never make it. So I'm just going trying to put my phone on the charger, but I'm just going to let it do what it do. Sorry, I'm just gonna let it do what it do, and once I do get the appropriate, well, the correct person to help me move this stuff over to here, and it's already edited. I just gotta drop it on here. So I hate to wait to read a book. So if I hate to wait and read a book, what made me think my followers will like it, or my people will like it, or my friends, however you want to label me? What made me think that you all would like to wait to hear the next part of the book? So I'm just gonna go on and um, and start this up where I left off at, and let that be the reason. So without further ado, I'm finna start it up, and we are going to start on. We're on book three. We're on book three, so I'm gonna start it right down book three, chapter 10, and move forward from there. So I'm gonna start this. I'm trying to get my dinner done, so um, y'all will be by yourselves for a little bit. So I'm going to let this roll out and start playing.
Chapter 10 Jules Celan and I was sitting across
I'll
from
be back.
Santiago Vega. He arrived in New York this morning. Oh, tell me all you know about Ramon being your father. Santiago asked. Well, we were only told that he was our father, nothing more than that, I stated. This gentleman is Dr. Jamine. He has been a long-time friend of mine, and a prominent doctor. If you would like to take the time to review his medical intelligence, please do so now. He is here to test the three of us, and we will have the results later today, Santiago said, and me and Zelan looked at each other. Jeff was in the room with us also and was already researching the Dr. Samuel Jamine. Jeff nodded his head, giving me the okay to go ahead and proceed. We are good to go, I responded to Santiago. We all stood and did as the doctor asked. Santiago decided to go first, and then Zelan, and I followed. Once we were all finished with the DNA process, we agreed to meet later to discuss the results. I guess this will give us all the answers we have been low-key looking for, Zelan said. Yeah, one guess it will, I responded, looking out the window at the landscaping of this house. I had so many memories here, good and bad, but I was ready to make all good new memories with my beautiful woman and children. Did you see the amount of security that nigga had? Damn, I thought our shit was crazy, but his shit was damn insane, Zelan stated. Bruh, when you got that much power and money, that is show you can live. That man is crazy powerful and rich. He makes my bank account look like we are struggling, I told him. I don't want to be that rich, fuck that. More money, more motherfucking problems. I'm cool with my millions. I don't think I want to be a billionaire. Look at all the shit you going through. Every time I get to 999 million, as soon as I make that extra million I'm giving that shit to Carrie, and the babies. Fuck that, and when I have kids all the kids will go in rotation, Zeelan said with his face scrunched up. I just looked at this damn fool and shook my head. This simple nigga was serious about that shit. You know, after we deal with all this shit, I want to have Syrah a baby shower at the club. I'm going to have Ari put it all together, and hire her a planner to help, I said to Zeelan. That sounds really good. Ci needs to be in her happy place, enjoying her pregnancy. I know when Ari get pregnant, she better hope I let her ass walk. That's my motherfucking queen right there. She give a nigga some kids. Man, I'm straight marrying her ass, Zeelan said. I feel you, bruh. I feel the same way. I never thought I would hear that shit coming from him or me. My phone was ringing, and I looked at it and answered, placing it on speaker. What's up, beautiful woman? I stated. Boy, what the hell you doing? Malai asked. What you want, lady? Zeelan said. Zeelan, why the hell you didn't answer my call earlier? Lai yelled. Ma, we have been busy, what you got going on? Zeelan asked. I need y'all to come take this ride with me. I heard on the streets that old boy Mark has a brother that is going around telling people I hit him up. Say word, we will handle it tonight, Zeelan stated. Alright, make sure y'all call me, I want him to come too. This shit is going to be fun, Lai said, ending the call. That lady, man, she is for real a gangsta. We should have put her on our team, I said to Zeelan. Nigga, what you talking about? We need to ask if we can be on her damn team. She let me in the gangbang crew after we came down on you. You better do a good job or you not getting in, Zeelan said with his dumb ass. Syrah didn't want to step foot in this house because Kenya had been living here, nor did she want Carrie back here. I have to say I couldn't blame her, and because she felt the way she did is the reason I decided to sell the place. I would do anything for her comfortability and safety. Chapter 11 Eeri, IRL, Meek, not playing with your ass. He didn't say shit to you on the way back from Grand Turks, I said to Toya. We were sitting on my patio having girl time, and a couple of drinks. Nope, he not talking to me at all. I tried to call him, and I even sent him a text apologizing, but he never responded. I don't know what else to say to him, he acting real childish about everything, Toya shrugged. I'm not going to come down on you, friend, you already know how I feel about what happened. Just give him some time to come around, I said, and got up to go in the house to get more wine for us. Hey babe, when did you get here? I asked Zeelan. He was standing in the kitchen pulling food out of bags. I just walked in, what you got going on? Zeelan responded. Me and Toya having some drinks on the patio. Come out and join us, and bring that food with you, I said, as I walked off. Alright, with your greedy ass. Zell yelled from behind me. Zeelan just came home, he is coming out with some food. Told Toy. Maybe I should get out of here, so you can spend some time with your man, Toya said, and I shut that shit right on down. Zeelan and I were fine. I enjoyed having my friend over. You are fine, and if you can't drive after we knock the rest of these bottles off, you can stay the night, I advised her. Thank you, boo, Toya responded, just as Zeelan came out with the food and plates. Hey Z, how are you doing? Toya spoke. I'm good, baby girl, how you been? Zeelan asked Toya. It have been good, I can't complain, Toya said, just as our doorbell sounded off. Oh, shit, that's me. I forgot he called me and said he was going to stop by, Zeelan said and jumped up to go answer the door. Oh shit, here is your chance, Toy, I screeched. I will try to talk to him, but if he on that same shit, then I'm cool, and we can end whatever friendship we were trying to build, Toya said, shrugging her shoulders. A few minutes later, Zeelan came back with Meek following, and I couldn't believe he had some chick with him. Well, damn, this shit was going to get ugly real fast. What's up, everyone? This is my friend Misha. Miss Ha, this is Zealand's girl Ari, and her friend Toya, Meek said. Hey, it's good to meet you, I said, and Toya dumbass said nothing. She just on her wine. Looking at Meek. Oh, she on some real good bullshit tonight, I hope she don't act up. Ari, I'm going of here, I will see you tomorrow at lunch. Zealand, see you later, Toya said, and got up from the table to leave. Why you leaving Toya? Stay and finish your visit, Meek said. I'm good. Walked away. Hold up friend, I will walk you out, I said getting up going after Toya. Toya, you don't have to leave. Why you gon' let that nigga run you off? That's not you, I told her. Yeah, I'm good Ari he seems to have moved on and I'm not with the back and forth bullshit. Besides I have a man at home that I'm fucking things up with because I was feeling this dude, Toya said with tears in her eyes. Friend, it's going to be alright. Just give it some time, he is just still mad about what happened in Grand Turks, I spoke. Just as Toya was getting ready to respond Meek came. Walking in the house, and straight up to Toya pressing her body up taut. Why yo he door. You leaving because that shit made you feel bad huh? To see me with another woman, right? You feel bad Toya, is your feelings hurt? Now you know how I felt, get right baby, Meek said, to Toya and kissing all over her damn neck and talking shit all at the same damn time. This shit was too damn erotic for me, I think I need to head back to check on my man. See you later Ari, Toya said and opened the door to leave and Meek was right behind her. I hope they can work it out, I thin. K Meek is good for her and I want her away from that bitch ass nigga of hers. Chapter 12 Zealand tea was going on 8 in the evening, and we still haven't heard from Santiago. I was geeking to know the results of that DNA test. Meek and his friend had just left, and now I was sitting here waiting on Z to call me, and of course we had to ride out with Malai later. Babe, what you thinking about? Ari asked. I'm just wondering why we haven't heard from Santiago, he said we would hear from him later today. My phone lit up, and it was a text from Jules telling me he was outside. I jumped up, and kissed Ari, and told her what was up. What's up man? I said to Jules as I got in the car and we pulled off. I was at my house when I got the call from Santiago to meet him at his hotel. So, I decided to swing through and pick you up, Jules stated. Where he staying at? I asked. He is staying at the Waldorf Astoria, Jules said, and we talked about all the shit that was going on. 30 minutes later, we pulled up to the hotel. Valet parking, we went in and went up to the penthouse suites. Jules knocked on the door, and a few minutes later a guard opened it and allowed us in. Come in and have a seat, would you like a drink? Santiago asked. No sir, I'm good, Jules responded. I would like one, I stated and got up to pour my drink. The test results are back, and I have them here in this envelope. Would you like to do the honors Jules? Santiago asked. Jules took the envelope and opened it. Shit I have never been this nervous in my life, and I don't know why the hell I'm so damn nervous now. It says that we are your grandsons, Jules stated, handing the documents to Santiago. I blew out a long sigh, and watched my brother do the same. I was holding a breath that I didn't even realize I was holding. Moan was really our father, and we were members of the largest cartel to grace the globe. Santiago stared at the paperwork, and it seems as if his eyes were watering. I don't know why your father rebelled the way he did. I loved my son very much, he was my only child, but he was so hard. He didn't want to listen to a damn thing I had to say. Ramon's mother was a beautiful black woman. When she found out she was pregnant she was against having the baby. I begged her for months, and told her I would raise our child and she could see him whenever she wanted to. She agreed, and when he was born he came home with me to Cuba, Santiago stated. I have been working for Moan since I was 13 years old, and he took me under his wings. When he was murdered that devastated me, and Zealand because we both were so close to him. Now we both know why he took to us so quickly, he knew he was our father. I'm not going to lie, we are still pissed that he or our mother didn't think of us when deciding to hold that information from us. But we forgive them and want to move on with our lives, Jules explained. So, you told me that someone was trying to harm you? Santiago asked, getting down to business. Yes, we ran into some trouble, Jules said, and ran every detail that has happened to him, down to our grandfather. Your troubles will soon be over. Set up a dinner so that I can meet my granddaughters to be and my granddaughter Carrie. I will
Okay.
be in town for the next
I'll
couple
be
of
back,
days.
y'all.
Now that we have two grandsons, I have some business to handle here. Santiago stated. We said our goodbyes and Jules and I left. Man, can you believe that shit? Moan was really our father, Jules said. It's some crazy shit, but it's true and I'm kind of happy about it. Moan wasn't a bad dude, he was just set in his own ways, but he was good to us, I told Jules, and he agreed. We were now on our way over to La's house. I shot Meek a text, and he was going to meet us over there. We pulled up to Lai house about 30 minutes later, and Meek was walking up on the porch. What's up y'all, what Lai got us over here for? Meek asked. She said Mark brother been running his mouth about her shooting Mark in the legs before he got murked. I told him, that will get you murdered quick, and we don't need that shit coming down on Lai, Meek stated. Why you niggas out here talking, bring y'all asses in the house, Lai said, and we walked in. Miss CYNT was sitting on the couch. Hey boys, Miss CYNT greeted, we all walked over and hugged her and Lai. Ma, do you know where this nigga be at? Meek asked. Yeah, I know where he hang at, but we got an issue. I was just told he was in the hospital, so we gon' have to wait, Lai said. Well, you need to let us know what's up, and we will be ready to ride when you ready, I told her. We kicked it with Ma for a little while and we left and headed home. The next evening, I'm so happy to be here and meeting all of you, Santiago said, as he looked at Ari and Sierra. We are excited to meet you as well, Sierra stated, and the doorbell sounded off. I got up to go answer the door, and it was Ma Lai. Boy, what the hell took you so long to answer the damn door? Lai yelled as she walked in the house. Lady, you were not waiting that long, I told her, as I turned to walk into the family room. Hey everybody, lie here so we can eat now, I yelled. Oh, hey sexy, who the hell are you? Lai asked Santiago. Well, I'm whoever you want me to be, sweetheart. My name is Santiago Vega, and I'm Jules and Zeland's grandfather, Santiago replied. My name is Lila, and you fine as hell. I'm Sierra, and Ari's grandmother. Boys, I'm about to be y'all grandmother. For real, and I'm going to have a baby. Lai said, and I damn near spit my drink out. Grams. Sierra yelled. Sierra, sit your pregnant ass down somewhere, and let grown folks talk. So, Santiago, tell me, do you have a wife, girlfriend, baby mama, side piece, or a weekend hoe? I'm just trying to see where I can fit the fuck in, Lai said and walked over to Santiago, pulled out her phone, and started taking selfies. Me and Ari was laughing so damn hard because this lady was the fucking truth, man.
My
She
lady
didn't
is a
care who you were,
mess.
she was going to say what she wanted to say.
She.
Chapter 13 0 months later. We were moving into the home that Jules bought me, and I couldn't be more excited.
Hold on,
I
y'all.
was now 7 months pregnant and I damn sure felt.
Hold on, y'all. It seemed like we skipped some chapters because we started on chapter 10. We probably is. Okay. Okay. So we're
Like
on the
one
right
was
chapter.
going to burst. The babies were growing, and Jules didn't miss a beat, he was at every doctor's appointment. It was back to business as normal for him, but he stayed home more than he was away. We were moving in together, and I was a little scared, but I have decided to get back with him. When we came back from Grand Turks, I continued to stay With Zelan and Ari. Jules stayed at his penthouse with Carrie. Of course I spent some nights with them. That man was so close to his daughter now, it was like he was afraid to let her go anywhere. Hey beautiful, are you ready to go? Jules asked, as he walked in the room. Yes, I'm ready. Are we going straight there or are we picking Grams up? I asked. Zelan is picking her up. I can't wait for you to see your home, now that it's decorated, Jules stated.
This is a part that I want to hear, so I gotta go check on my food and I'll be right back. Enjoy the music. I'm back. Dinner's done, so
The house. For some reason the new house seems so much bigger. House, I said. Yes, it is bigger, I want you and the kids to have space, he responded as we were riding through the streets of Hoboken. Where is Jeff? I'm surprised he is not driving us today, I said looking at the new driver we had. I have never seen him before and was just curious. Jeff is gone on vacation with his family, he goes every year around the same time. So, I always have someone from the team drive me during the time that he is gone, Jules stated as he grabbed my hand to kiss it. SSSKKKRTTT boom. I felt the car jerk, and gunfire erupted. The truck was swerving in another boom. More gunfire erupted. Sierra, I need you to crawl in the back. The windows are tinted, and bulletproof. Cover your body with whatever you see, no matter what happens do not get up until you think the coast is clear. Do you understand? Yes Jules, but I'm scared, I cried out. I know baby, but you have to get back there now. See I love you baby. I climbed to the back of the truck and got down low, I covered myself with some clothes that was in a bag. I continued to hear gunshots and they sounded closer, the driver was yelling that the tires were shot out and I was scared out of my fucking mind. I sent up a prayer for me, Jules and our babies. I heard commotion because the truck was no longer moving, gunshots were still going, and it sounded as if Jules and the driver were shooting as well. Fuck K, I heard Jules yell out. The door had to be opened because I heard men yelling with Spanish accents. Zelan is going to kill Javier, you pussy ass bitch. Jules yelled out. Minutes later I heard tires screeching. I waited for what seemed like hours, and I heard police sirens and I lifted up a little to see if I could see Jules. Looking out of the window as police cars were coming from everywhere, I didn't see Jules at all. I jumped up and crawled across the seat as a police officer ran up with his gun drawn on me. Ma'am, are you hurt? He asked as he put his gun away to help me out of the truck. Jules, I screamed, as I looked around and didn't see him. When I looked in the front of the car, I saw our driver on the ground dead. There were so many bodies on the ground, noticing some of them as Jules' security team. They were all dead, and my man was gone. Everything started looking blurry, and then it went black. I heard talking and beeping sounds. I tried to open my eyes, and when I finally got them open, I saw Zelan, Meek, Ari, Grams, and Miss Simone standing around talking. What happened? Why am I here? I asked out loud. Everyone turned at the sound of my voice. Sierra, oh my god, I'm so glad you're alright, Ari yelled as she walked up to the bed. Baby, are you okay? Grams asked. Jules, where is Jules? I cried. See, I was hoping you would be able to shed some light on that for me. Zelan said as he walked up to the bed. Is my baby's okay? I screamed, as I began to touch my stomach. The babies are fine, Ci. Tell me what happened. Zelan responded. We were on our way to the new house, and about 5 minutes into the ride something hit the truck. It scared me, and Jules was looking around. The driver yelled that the tires were shot out. Jules made me crawl to the back of the truck. There was a lot of gunfire. Jules and the driver were shooting back, and then I heard Jules yell Zelan is going to kill Javier, and screeching tires minutes later. After that the police showed up. I don't remember anything else. Zelan, what happened to Jules? I asked with a face full of tears. Ci, Jules was taken. I don't know the severity of it all. But I have an idea of who has him, and I promise you I'm going to get him. I'm going to kill every motherfucker that touched my brother, Zelan yelled, and got up and walked out the room. Meek and Grams walked out behind him, and Ari was still holding my hand. Knock. Knock. Welcome back, Ms. Voss, the doctor said coming into the room. Hello, I stated. It seems as if you got a little stressed out and fainted. The babies are doing fine, I just need you to remain calm and stress-free. I'm going to get your paperwork together and you will be free to leave. There are some police detectives that would like to ask you some questions. I nodded, and the doctor left the room, and Grams was walking back in. Sierra, we ain't no damn snitches. Whatever they ask you, you don't fucking know. Me and Zelan gon' handle this shit. You got it, play dumb as hell or I'm gon' knock yo pregnant ass back out. Grams said, and the police knocked on the door. Hello, Ms. Voss, I'm Detective Avery, and this is Detective Shaw. We would like to ask you a few questions about the scene you were found at. Alright, what can I help you with? I responded. Can you tell us what happened? The detective asked, and I gave him the rundown but told him I don't know who was shooting at us, or who took Jules. Grams told the detectives I needed to rest, and they advised me that they would be in touch if they had any more questions. I'm glad they were releasing me. I needed to be home so that we could find my children's father. I pray that he is safe. I don't know what I will do if anything happens to him. Damn. We just got back on track and now this shit. Chapter 14. Jules can't believe Javier's people killed some of my security team and got to me. When the men took me from the car, we went to the airport and got on a private plane. At that point there was no doubt in my mind that it was Javier. I pray that Serum made it out safely, and that she was able to tell Zelan whatever she knew. The hard part for my brother is that they brought me to Cuba, and we were now on their playing field. This shit has me so fucking hot. My security team has never been infiltrated. So that tells me that I might have a mole in my security detail. I'm sending up a prayer for my woman, children, and the rest of my family. I have been in this basement for a few hours now, and I'm waiting for Javier to make his appearance. In my mind I'm ready to die, and I will do that shit with pride before I let anybody get near my family. I heard the door open, and Javier walked in with his guards. Jules, welcome to my home. I'm sorry things had to turn out this way, but I want my granddaughter. She is my grandson's child, and she belongs with her family, Javier yelled. You listen to me, bitch, that is my daughter. No one is going to take her from me, it doesn't matter if I'm dead or alive. Even if you succeed and kill me, you will not get my daughter. I'm going to take pleasure in blowing your motherfucking brains all over these walls. I promise you that. I screamed. So much confidence that you are going to get out of here. You will never walk out of here alive, you will die, and you will die soon. The only reason you are alive now is because I may need you to get to my granddaughter, Javier said and walked out. I hope Zilan is coming up with a plan. I hate that this is all on him right now. I'm not worried about Javier getting to Carrie. Zilan will make sure they are all safe. Javier has another thing coming if he thinks for 1 minute that he has won. If Sira told Zilan what I said when they took me, then Zell will know how to find me. The guards walked over and one of them punched me so hard, I knew I would be bruised. They continued hitting me until I had passed out. One don't know how long I was out. I felt someone rubbing a cold rag on my face. The pain was so unbearable, but this pussy was not going to break me. Sir, I came to bring you food, and I have something for you to take for pain, the maid said. I'm not eating shit from this house. Just bring me an unopened bottle of water. Sir, I cooked the food, and I'm not putting anything in it. I feel awful that you are here. I remember you from your visits to Mr. Ramirez. I promise, I'm not putting anything in the food to harm you. You have to eat in order to stay strong, sir, and the next time I come I will try to help in some kind of way. It's very risky because they are watching us, but I will help the best way I can, sir, she stated. The girl seemed sincere, but I can't trust anybody in this damn house. I needed to speak to Zilan, and if she could help me with that then I would be grateful. If I know my brother, he is putting a plan together. If I can talk to him just to let him know where I am, it will be enough to get him here. Thank you, I just need for you to call my brother or get me a phone, I told her. I can call him for you, I will go get a bottled water and be right back. What is his number, and I will call him, she asked. I gave her Zilan's phone number and waited for her to come back. My body was in so much pain I could barely move. I couldn't wait to get my hands on Javier, if Zilan didn't kill him first. I was going to take pleasure in doing so myself. A few minutes later, Javier came back down the stairs and he had some lady with him. Shit is not looking good for you, Jules. You want to make that call and give me my granddaughter, Javier smiled. Fuck you, pussy, you gon' have to kill me like I told you before. Carrie is not up for discussion, bitch. I yelled. You need to give him what he wants, make it easy on yourself, the lady stated. Who are you? You look familiar? I asked her. Who I am doesn't concern you, she responded. Whoever this chick was didn't matter to me, I just know that it was something about her that was familiar to me. Chapter 15. Ari, Ira, you have to get some rest. I know you are hurting and want Jules home. Zilan is going to bring him home. Your children will have their father, I said, rubbing her hair. Sira was devastated over Jules being taken. I can't blame her because had that been Zilan, I would be the same way. I felt so bad for my sister and Jules, they just keep taking hit after hit. I just want to see them happy and preparing for the birth of their children. Ari, I'm not going to relax until Jules is home safe, with his family. I need him, and I'm so afraid that they will harm him. I just can't take it, Ari, he has to come home, Sira cried out. I know, sis, trust me, I know, and he is going to be alright, I told her, just as Grams walked in the room. Sira, get up and get in the shower. You will not sit around here and worry yourself to death. Jules is a strong man and he knows that he has a family that needs him. Get up and get yourself together, the chef is preparing you something to eat, Grams said, and walked out the room. Sira got up and did as Grams requested. I will be in the family room, sis. Make sure you come down when you are done, I stated. I will be down shortly. See, I responded, and walked into the bathroom. I went into the family room and Zilan, me, and Malai were talking. A few minutes later, Zilan got a phone call. He answered, placing it on speaker. Yeah, Zilan spoke into the phone. Hello, may I speak to Mr. Kassom's brother, a lady said with a Spanish accent. This is him. Who the hell is this? Zell yelled as he jumped up with his phone in hand. I'm calling to tell you that your brother is being held at the Ramirez compound in Havana, Cuba. I know him from all the visits that he has made here in the past, and I don't want to see him hurt. They are holding him, in the basement of the home. He has been beaten but he is alive. I must go, I have to get off the phone, the lady whispered quickly. Thank you, let my brother know I'm on the way. If this is a setup, you will die with the rest of the pussy ass bitches in that house. Zelan yelled and ended the call. What's the deal, bruh? Meek asked. We out, I'm calling for them to get the jet ready. I will call Santiago and Jeff will make sure some of our men get on that flight, Zelan responded. Did Jeff set that meeting up with security? Meek asked. Yeah, let's roll. We have to get to that and from there we go to the airport, Zelan stated. I was nervous as hell about Zelan going to Cuba, but I know he has to get his brother out of there. Zelan, let me go with y'all, I may be some kind of help to you son, Grams said. Grams, you are not going with them, let the guys handle this, I yelled. There was no way my grandmother was going with them. Ma, you know I'm not taking you in the middle of a gun battle. Besides, you need to stay here with the girls, and make sure they will be alright, Zelan told her, and I agreed. Alright, you right son, don't worry, I got this over here. Grams said, as Sarah walked in the room. Is everything alright? See, I asked. Yeah, we got a call about you. We going to Cuba to get him. Listen y'all, no one is to leave this house for anything. You all have everything you need, my mother is on her way here as well. Y'all keep a close watch over Carrie, and we will be back soon, Zelan stated. I went up to him and hugged him tight. Baby, please be safe, I need you here with me, I told him. I needed my man to be safe and get back home. Zelan's birthday was in 2 days, and I have some news that I have been waiting to tell him. I wanted to give it to him on his birthday, I pray he makes it back by then. I will be safe, and back home soon. I love you baby, nothing will ever keep me from you, Zelan whispered and gave me a kiss, and then walked out with his crew following behind him. I can't believe that this family is always going through some shit because of greed and envy. I went to the doctors a few days ago, because I was feeling a little bad. I was shocked when they told me I was 8 weeks pregnant. I'm happy about it, and I hope Zelan will be happy about the news as well. I was in my last week of classes, and I will be finished. It has been a long time coming. But I was so excited to be graduating. I had a few months until my actual graduation, but damn no more classes. I plan to go back, but I won't do that until after the baby is here, and we settle in as being parents. Chapter 16 Zealand, his nigga Javier has officially lost motherfucking mind. They touched my brat. And everybody is going to die. I'm not my brother, I have always respected the way he does shit, and it works for him. The way I do shit is totally fucking different, you will die quick fucking with me. I had already contacted my grandfather, and he is ready for us when we get there. Now that's the shit I'm talking about, he said we didn't need to bring our own men. Look son, I just met you. We need to bond slow. We had a lot to learn about him, just as well he had to get to know us. One thing he would find is that Jules and I know how to handle ourselves and we won't ever back down when we are in danger. I was ready for war regardless, if he was going to help us or not. But I'm truly grateful that he is stepping in and helping me out. Tell me who was over my brother's detail. I asked Jeff. Kobe was in charge, sir, Jeff stated. You fucking right, that nigga had to come up off that vacation. Kobe, what happened that caused my motherfucking brother's detail to be infiltrated and now he is fucking missing? I yelled. Sir, I have no idea, I assigned the detail and I thought everything was good, this nigga Kobe spoke, all nervous and shit. See, when you ask a question, and if that nigga can't look you in the eye, that bitch nigga lying. Everything was good, huh? I yelled. How? How? I sent 2 shots to that motherfucker's head. Now bitch, everything is good. Clean this shit up, Jeff, let's roll, I yelled. Sir, how many men should I bring? The plane I rented holds 20, I have selected the men already, bring 5 of your trusted men, and I got the rest, I said, just as Meek walked in with Rel, Jojo, young Steve, Ronnie, Mel, Dom, Kane, and Malcolm. This was some of my top shooters in the streets. These were my niggas, Sometimes you have to come off that security detail shit and bring that motherfucking street fucking heat. Glad y'all made it, we good on the weapons? I asked. We ready to go son, just tell us the plan, DOM responded. That nigga was a stone cold killer, he was ex-military and the best sharpshooter I have ever seen. We are headed out to the airport, and we will map all this shit out once we get to Cuba, I told them. They nodded, and we got out of there and were on our flight within 45 minutes. My boys was on the flight with Jeff, and me and Meek was on Jules' plane. The flight to Cuba took us a little over 3 hours, but we landed and were en route to my grandfather's home. It took us about 20 minutes, and we had made it to his home. This nigga had armed guards at a security booth, and when we pulled up to the house, that shit looked like 4 of my houses, and 4 of Jules all in one. Oh, this nigga rich make Jules rich ass, look like a corner store owner. We got out the car, and there were some guards walking the grounds and standing at the door. Mr. Kassom, welcome to Havana, Cuba. Mr. Vega is awaiting your arrival, the guard stated. Thank you, these are my men, can you show them where they can relax for a minute, I stated. He agreed, and we entered the house. Man, this shit looked like the damn Barclays Center. I would get lost trying to find Ari ass in a house this damn big. I don't ever need nothing this big. Right this way, sir, the butler stated as he led the way. Zelan, son, welcome to Cuba, my grandfather said, as he came up to give me a hug. Thanks, for all the help you are giving us, I responded. Nonsense, you are my flesh and blood, I have already got the information we needed on Jules. I'm going to cut Ramirez's fucking throat for touching my grandson. Santiago yelled. Well, we can say, this nigga was angry shit, I guess he takes his grandfather role seriously. So, what is the plan for us going in and getting my brother out? I asked. What do you mean, son? We will go in the front door and get him. Javier has my grandson in that house, and we are going to get him. The men that work at his gates are my men that work for me. He thinks he has the upper hand, but he doesn't, he never has. Once we get in the gates, is when the gunplay begins. Are you ready? Santiago asked. Me and Meek looked at each other, very impressed with how my grandfather runs shit over here. We ready. I also want you to meet my best friend and right hand in my organization, Meekle Jameson. We call him Meek, I told him. Welcome, Meek, we will get to know each other later. Santiago stated. We went into a conference room where the other guys were hanging out and eating food. Once we went over the plan on how we were getting Jules to safety, we loaded up and headed out. Bruh, make sure that we are together at all times. I need to have eyes on you. I'm not going back to the States without you, Meek whispered to me. I nodded because I understood where he was coming from. I felt the same way. Hell, I wanted to make sure all my men made it out safely. I'm coming, brother, you just hold on, and I promise I'm coming for you. I said to myself, Jules was my big brother and my life was nothing without him in it. I was going to save him, just as I know he would do the same for me. It was time to go on a killing spree. Everybody in that house could consider themselves dead. We pulled up to the gates and my grandfather was right. They let us through, and as soon as we saw the guards walking the grounds, our crew began busting on them. They were coming from everywhere, and we were picking them off one by one. Once we jumped out, we were shooting our way up to the front door. Once that was clear, the security allowed my grandfather to get out. When we went through the house, more guards were inside, and we shot them niggas up. Dead. Bodies were all over this bitch. We saw one of the guards try to make a run, and Meek took off behind him. Chapter 17 Sierra Whiteheart was in shambles. I needed my damn man home. I knew I had to have faith, and everyone was saying stay strong. But they didn't see the scene, the day they shot up everybody and took Jules. No one had to go through that shit. I have so much respect for Jules. That man made sure I was safe and was willing to die to protect me. If anything could give me the push to love him even more, that shit did it for me. I saw my phone light up, and it was my mother calling. Hey mom, how are you? I asked as I answered the phone. I'm good baby, how you doing? My mother asked. We are well mom, How is your friend holding up? When will you be back home? I responded, my mom was doing good. She had been released from the drug facility and was now home. My mom was drug-free and taking good care of herself. I got her a 3-bedroom house out in Queens, and she loved it. Ari, Grams, and I were making sure she was okay. Haven't purchased a house for her yet. We wanted to make sure she was going to stay off the drugs, so I rented the house she is in now. She was currently down south visiting a friend of hers that lost their mother. She is holding up, baby. I will be heading back tonight. My mother replied. I wanted to have a dinner and invite my mom over. It was time that she met Jules and talked to Zelan. I believe she just didn't know how the guys would treat her, but she was going to have to let that shit go and sit down with them. Okay, call me when you get in tonight, Mom, I stated. It will be late, baby, so I will call you and Ari tomorrow. She said and ended the call. I got up and went to check on Carrie. She has been asking for her daddy, and we all thought it was best that we said nothing around her. Hey Munchkin, what you doing? I asked Carrie. Nothing, just playing with my dolls. See, do you know when daddy is coming home? I miss him, and I want to see him, Carrie whined. Soon, sweetheart, I said, as a sharp pain shot straight through me. Er, I screamed. See, what's wrong? Carrie ran up rubbing my back. I was almost 8 months pregnant. It wasn't time for the babies to come yet. Ah, I screamed again, tears rolling down my face. Another pain had shot through me, just as Ari came running in the room with Grams on her tail. Oh Ari, I need help. I yelled, and Carrie was back at my side with a face full of tears as well. Oh God, Sierra, we have to get you to the hospital. You are in labor, Ari yelled. No, I'm not having these babies without Jules, was getting more intense and coming quick. Girl, you can't tell these children when to come. They gon' come with or without your permission. You acting slow as hell again, Sierra. Grams said. Ari ran out the room, and I was in so much pain. I just cried because I know that Jules wouldn't make it to witness his babies being born. The cards we were dealt was just fucked up. Sierra, we are going to the hospital, can you stand up? Ari asked as she came in the room with Kyle, one of our guards. Hey Sierra, can I lift you and carry you to the car? Jason asked, and I just nodded my head. The pain was just too much for me to handle. Ari grabbed something to keep Carrie occupied. One yelled out as we were leaving the room. Jason had put me in the truck, and the rest of the family got in and we headed to the hospital. It took us about 15 minutes to get the hospital, and Ari ran in to get someone to help me. A nurse came out with a wheelchair and took me into labor and delivery. Ma'am, we are going to get you in a room, and get you hooked up to the monitors. We want to check on the babies, and to see how far your contractions are apart. Okay, one spoke, the contractions seemed to be coming quick and I couldn't do anything but cry. Ari, Grams, and Carrie was in the room with me. I tried to call Zelan, but his phone went to voicemail. Ari stated. Let's find out what's going on before we call back. Grams told us. CICI, are we having our babies? Carrie asked, still looking a little sad. We may be having them soon, we just have to wait and see what the doctor says, baby, I responded. Okay, Carrie said and leaned on Grams. Ms. Voss, how you holding up? The doctor asked, walking in the room. I'm in pain, I told her. Well, we are going to check you to see how far you have dilated. Why don't you lean back, and let us check you out, she stated, as I let out another gut-wrenching howl. The doctor waited until the contraction was gone, and she proceeded to check me. I'm a little nervous, I'm only 7.5 months pregnant, I spoke. Sometimes when having twins, the babies may not go the full 9 months. We will check them out to make sure they are okay to be born prematurely. You are in good hands, and your doctor has been called and is on the way, Dr. Shannon stated. All right, I said, and I felt a little better knowing that my doctor was on her way. Okay, Ms. Voss, we are going to go ahead and call to get anesthesia down to get you an epidural started. You are 4 centimeters dilated. You need to be at 10. It will be up to the babies for us to know how long it will take before it's time to push. The epidural will help with the pain, so I will get them here as soon as possible. I will be back to check you again in about an hour, Dr. Shannon said, and walked out. Oh hell, we getting ready to have us some babies. Grams yelled. I'm scared Grams, and I need Jules here. This shit is not fair to us, we both deserve to be happy during this time, and this Kenya bitch is still giving us hell from the dirt, I yelled. One had to calm down because Carrie was in the room, but Lord knows my heart was fucking broken. I pray they find Jules and get him here to his children come in the world. I'm truly praying that my children can be born and will be alright. I hope Zealand can get him out and make it back in time to see our babies be born. I really don't want to have them without Jules being here. Chapter 18 Jules was sitting here racking my brain on who the lady was with Javier. She looks so familiar, I'm not sure where I know her from, but I have seen her somewhere. Sir, here is something for you to drink and eat. I did as you asked and called your brother earlier today. He said to tell you he is on his way, the housekeeper said. Thank you, I appreciate what you have done. If he said he is coming, I believe him. You may want to get out of here. If no, my brother, he is coming with gunplay and I would hate to see you get caught up, I told her. I'm leaving, I just wanted to make sure you had something, and tell you what your brother said, she replied. What is your name? I asked. Melanie, she responded. Can you tell me who the woman with Javier is? I asked. I know she arrived a couple of days ago, and she is from the States. She left an hour ago. Sir, I must go now before they get suspicious, Melanie spoke. Okay, thanks for your help. What time is it? I asked. It is a little after midnight, Melanie said, and walked away. Knowing Zealand, he has contacted our grandfather and bringing some of our men with him. I hope he comes soon. I need to get out of here and make sure Syrah is alright. I'm sure all of this scared her to death, and she is worried about me. When we handle all of our loose ends, I'm going to take my family on a much needed vacation. I need to get back to my businesses. I have people running them, but I need to be involved. It's just too much shit happening all at the same damn time. I'm not worried about Javier. If it's my time to die, then it's just my time, but he won't get my fucking daughter. It has been a few hours, and I was sitting up on this hard as floor. They had me chained to this pole, and I was down here alone. I had plenty of time to think about my life, and all that I have achieved to make the best life for my daughter. Now Syrah has come into my life and really made me open up. I want to give her the world. She is my queen and I love her. A booming sound jolted me from my thoughts. There was gunfire and a lot of it. I can only believe that my brother was saying hello to everyone in the house. It had to be Zealand, and I was ready to see my brother.
I'm gonna pause y'all for a minute. I need to do.
Run down the stairs. It was one of the guards that worked for Javier, just as he lifted his gun to shoot me. A series of shots rang out, and his body hit the floor. What's up, my G? Meek said, as he came over to try and get me out of the chains. He went to check the dead guard's pockets and found a key to unlock the chains. Bruh, I'm so glad to see you. How did you know I was down here? I asked. Shit, I didn't. I saw this big goofy running down here, so I followed. I'm glad I did, because he was trying to end your ass, Meek responded. Where is Zilan? I asked. My nigga, he is up there fighting a war. These niggas ain't playing. You look fucked up. How bad did they do you? Meek stated. I'm good bruh, give me a gun so we can go up, I stated, and just as we were about to head up footsteps were coming our way, and Meek was already passing me a gun. Zealand and some of our crew was behind him. Damn, this nigga went and got our street crew. I'm so happy he did that. We had some real niggas on our team. You my dude, I'm happy as fuck to see you man. Zealand yelled, walking up on me giving me a brotherly hug. The feeling is mutual bruh, let's get the fuck from down here, I spoke. We left the basement, and it was dead bodies everywhere. I mean down to the damn butler, he had a gun still in his hand. We saw movement under a table, and Zealand kicked it over. Just as he raised his gun, I stopped him. It was Melanie. The gunfire must have been going on while she was down in the basement with me. This the girl that called you. She is good, we need to let her go, I told him, and she nodded and ran off. I looked back at the butler, and kicked the gun far away from his ass and let off a couple of shots in his chest. What the hell you do that for? His ass is dead, Zealand laughed, and sent another shot to his chest. Well, I guess he really dead now, Meek said, laughing and shaking his head at Zealand. Come on, we have a present for you, Zealand spoke. We walked to another part of the house and walked into a room where they were holding Javier. Jules, I'm so happy to see you son, you had to know we were coming for you. I'm glad to see you are safe, my grandfather stated. I'm fine, thank you for your help, I told him. You will never get away with killing me, they will find you and kill you, Javier said to me. I lifted my gun and shot this motherfuckers until the clip was empty. Well damn, you met or no? Zealand's stupid ass asked. Is Sierra alright Zealand? I asked looking over at him. Yeah man, she passed out after the incident, but she is fine, Zealand responded. You said she passed out, let's go, I need to get home to my family, I turned and walked out. I needed to get home to CI. You have clothes on the plane, you can shower, eat, and get some rest. I know you are exhausted from all of this shit, let's roll bruh, Zealand stated. Santiago, thank you, we appreciate everything you have done for us, I told him. No worries, you two are my grandsons and I will never let anything happen to you. Once everything settles down I will come back to the States, so we can spend some time together, our grandfather responded. I nodded and turned to leave, there was no reason we needed to stay in this house any longer. Zealand, did anyone grab the recordings? I asked. Yeah, we got everything up in here that we need, Zealand yelled out as we were leaving the house. It took us about 30 minutes to get to my plane, and I was so fucking happy to be on it. We were now taking off, and once it was clear for me to move I was going to my bedroom to rest. Damn, why I got all these fucking calls from Ari and Malai, Zealand yelled. He dialed the number and put the call on speaker. Zealand, where are you baby? Thank God you are safe. Did you get Jules? Y'all need to come home right now. Ari yelled through the phone, sounding frantic. Ari, what's wrong baby? You need to calm down, Zealand said with a concerned expression, and I had that same look on my face. Zealand, we are at the hospital, the babies are coming. Sierra is in labor, where is Jules? Maybe if she talks to him she will calm down, Ari yelled. Ari, I'm right here, please put her on the phone, it's too early for her to have the babies. I screamed nervously, praying that my children and woman would be alright. Jules, I know but this shit is happening bruh, and I'm glad you are safe, Ari said. I heard her talking to Sierra. Hello, C's raspy voice came on the line. Hey beautiful, how you going to have our children without me? I said to Sierra, trying to cheer her up. Jules, oh baby I'm so glad you are alright. I don't know what I would have done without you. Sierra cried out. Sierra, I promised you that it was always going to be about you, so I would never leave you out here alone beautiful. What are they saying? How much time do I have? I asked her. I'm not sure just get here Jules, I will see you soon I'm 5 centimeters right now. Ari will keep you posted, they gave me an epidural, so they believe that may have slowed my labor down, Sierra whispered. I love you beautiful and I will be there soon, I said to CI, and gave Zealand the phone back. I can't believe my girl is in labor, my damn babies need to hold the hell up and let daddy get there. Chapter 19 I'm so damn nervous about my sister having her babies. I'm so glad everyone is safe and on the way home.
I know this is a crazy question, but do y'all want this last chapter or should I call it a day? And where I got a booger hanging right there. Is that my nose ring? I don't know. Where do you know this from? Why that thing made me look like I had a booger in my nose? No. I think it was just my nose ring. I'm sorry, y'all. But I think I'm gonna pause this right here, and tomorrow I promise you I'll pick right back up on chapter 19. Because we still got quite a few chapters to go. I am off this week, so I know we'll get an all day read in. So I think the next book, I have to look it up. I have to look at her catalog and see what the next book is. But we're gonna finish it. I started taking new medicine today, so I got to go in here and eat something, and I don't want to be rude and eat in y'all face, cause I know y'all probably cooked a big ass Sunday dinner. I went simple, quick, and easy. Chicken fajitas. So I'm gonna end this right here, and I will catch back up with you guys tomorrow. Okay. I love y'all. Thank you for watching. And what must we do? Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Okay? But we're gonna end this right now. Well, you right, and I ain't had none in so long, but anyway, I'm gonna go. I love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. See you later. Bye.